surprised that works and that everybody sticks around. Sorry, I'm checking on Betty when I look down like that. Alright, so what I'm going to do first is, because I was completely unprepared for this, we are going to go over to my Cloud Island. Ignore this, I was taking pictures of everything so I can bring it over to my Cloud Island. Our Cloud Island. The reason I'm going over to the Cloud Island is I just have a little bit more space there. My bags are less of a mess. I can actually use the Pokemetal there. I'm just going to dump everything into my bins so we can see in his empty bag. I know I should have done this earlier. I didn't think I'd do this today. I thought maybe tomorrow. Let's just make it to the bin and dump everything into it. Usually I have a bin near my console. And I can just throw everything into it, go into the island completely empty, and then just take everything out of the lockers and put it back. So let me just do that. Very intentionally not showing off my house too. Not for any particular reason, I'm just embarrassed for some reason. I build all my stuff myself. Oh, no. No! I also tried bringing Gimmighoul to my island. So I stole this layout off of some YouTube video. Sorry about that. I'll just take a second. Oh wait, I want the honey. I put these in the next bowl. Oh my god, I'm just not with it today. So yeah, bringing the Gimmighoul to this island doesn't work. I think I have to find my own Gimmighoul, and I'm really not sure if it's gonna actually behave. Alright. So first things up that I really want to bring to attention is I'm using the potato hamburger steak. From what I've noticed, it's giving a bigger buff. It's giving a stronger buff than the other recipe, and I'm going to make just any in general. I'm going to show you the difference. I'm just going to make leaves, I guess. So this is simple. Make 5. Not 12, I'm gonna make 5. 5 is good. Just so we can have a clear example when we're down there of the difference between the recipes. So I use the potato one because I personally believe, and I have to test it, but I personally believe the potato recipe makes you stronger. Makes your rock smashing golem form. What happened? The Gimmighoul home is easy, and I actually brought all the materials to make the home. I just haven't gotten around to it. Alright, so my bag is... Oh, shoot. Sorry, I'm, like, not organized at all. Let me just put this crap away, because we are going to fill up our bags really, really fast. It's actually going to be a little insane. And I like the items in my bag, and I don't want to drop them. But we are going to, the very important thing. Yeah, I restarted the stream, just so I can change all the info. It's easier to do, and then I can change the game that's there. So, we're farming Pokemetal, we've got an empty bag, we can clearly see it's an empty bag. I'll put that There. Nothing here, so we're going to track how much we get exactly. Now, I usually get 300 in less than 20 minutes, so 999 in an hour, I would imagine. So, we can get Pokemetal on Dragonite's Island. I highly recommend not doing that, because when you reach a certain layer, you're only going to get Crystal. Now, the Pikachu Island is magical. What we're going to do is go Pikachu. That's going to take us to the Ocean Island with our stock of potato steaks. So I go with at least 15 potato steaks. At least. I'm not kidding. I will bring 30 of the other kind. But if you want to farm this up as quickly as possible, you are saving time with the potato steak because you're not doing 2 clicks through a rock. Whereas if it has more than 1 click, like if it is harder to break than ash or beach sand, it's going to slow you down, and you're going to have to hit it twice in order to break it. Whereas if it is beach sand, moss, or ash, you're going to break it instantly, and it's not going to slow you down. But our potato our potato steak makes it so we can break the Pokemetal as if it were ash. You need shells? I can show you where to farm up shells, I think. Maybe. I might need more time for that. Oh, I went down the wrong hole. So what we're looking for is the cave where you can potentially find something extremely rare. I don't want to spoil it. So we're going to go down to the... Oh. Wait. I know I can get a human record. I know I can be grinding stuff out, but I'm on a mission right now. And I can also come back, and I had every intention of coming back here later today. It's a pattern. I can bring that to Smearcurve Root. Alright, let's find the cave. Maybe it was the other one, and I just should have gone deeper. We don't need to find the cave. We can just dig down, but this is easier. Or so I thought. Alright. I'm going to do a loop around the island very quickly just to see if there's another cave. Usually there's just the 2. No, don't cancel transformation. I'm just trying to move around. Okay, I think we're going to have to dig. But typically there's something rare down there, and it's on a pedestal or in front of a pedestal, and that level is really good where you're going to start getting Pokemetal. Alright, there is no other cave, so we're just going to have to dig down. So on that level, if it were here, we would dig down 3 layers. So technically dig down 1 layer, and then we'd be mining whatever is on the 2 layers below it. Because when we're in Graveler form, you can break up to 4 bricks at a time. One on your level and one above you. So we want to get the ash that is ash. We want to get the Pokemon that is below that. And typically I would go 3 down. I don't think this is as deep as the legendary cave. So what I'm going to do... Oh, what is it? Can you get back up? So what I'm looking for right now is I'm just trying to see if I can find some Pokemetal. Because watch this be like the one time I'm actually not. Alright. Usually if you find moss, there's going to be Pokemetal. So I am just going to start digging. Now, here we go. Right now, I have the regular buff. I have the simple potato buff. As you can tell, I'm getting slowed down, and I have to hit these things twice. So I am pretty slow mining all this out, right? You're thinking, how can you possibly get 1,000 Pokemetal? I know, I'm just clearing it out. I'm saving for an example. So it takes, again, 1, 2, 3 clicks to make it through the Pokemetal. Watch this. potato ham steak. Click, click, click. Ding, 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 ding. I'm not slowing down. Everything's totally fine. I'm just melting through all of this rock as if it were all nice. Not a problem. So I'll clear out a little room. And I'll be careful, because if you are clearing a lot of stuff out, the stuff behind you can expire. Now, typically my rule of thumb is 10 seconds when you're going at full speed, and I'm going to show you what full speed is here in a second. So I like this layer. I can see there's a lot beneath me, a lot above me. I am actually tempted to go up a layer, because I would dig down. So you clear from the top, and then you dig down. So I am actually going to go up, so I have more room to dig down. And I'm going to go up one more just so it's easier to dig there. So let's just have a look. There's a little bit here like this. It does not appear to be as lucrative. As you can tell, there are some layers that are more beneficial to others than others. And you gotta find that layer. And I think it is just below us. So if I dig 2 down, we're actually gonna fall down that pit that I dug out already. So that kind of stinks. We can dig down 1, and we can just accept our fate. Then take this layer. I would rather get up, though. But whatever. Whatever, this is fine. Okay, so now that you have a little space cleared out, I'd like to clear a little space. Just a little room with room to move. This is me personally, because what I am going to be doing, I'm going to pick a spot, and I'm going to line up, and I'm going to press R and L, and I'm going to hold down B, and I'm going to go in 5 seconds. I'm going to stop. Very important to not lose track of that time, because after 10 seconds of going that speed, things behind you start to expire. So what I'm going to do, I feel like I'm going to go too far. I'm going to do the same thing back up. And the reason I wanted all that room is for when I take off. Boom. Alright, and nothing expired. I have room to stop. So I cleared 2 columns. This is what I call 2 columns anyway. It's 4 bricks. And the reason I have that is because at least there's less running when I'm collecting stuff. Alright. So not that bad collecting. And I do that again. So that was just, what, 5 minutes? That was me just showing you what to do. And we're already at 55 and 2 rare. So I am going to go Grappler again. And this is what we're going to do. Hold in trigger and hold down B. And I release B because I can't see where I'm going. And we know for sure that our stuff isn't expiring when we stop at that line, so we don't have to count. What I'd also like to do is clear out a space behind there, but I'm not going to right now. Because I already dug out 10 seconds worth of stuff, and I don't want to risk it expiring. Now, again, this is not the most lucrative layer. There is a lot above us. I should have picked better. But we're still getting lots. Alright, so the effect of the food is worn off. As you can tell, it cleared quite a bit before it did. I argue it clears more before you need to get more energy. Now, I'm actually going to take this opportunity to clear out a little space back here so we can feel a little bit more free. That's not good. So this layer is really good. It's still really, really good. And how long has that been? We got 79, so we're almost at 100. And there's some here to collect. And when I hit 100, I will actually go back to my island. And I will smelt some of this stuff, and then I will immediately come back. So when I go back here, there's going to be, when I get back to my own island, there's going to be metal there for me. So So that wasn't a very good failure. We still got some there. And that will take us to 100. Did we collect the stuff over here? I think we did. We did. Okay. So. Oops. This is from many hours of practice, Lux. It takes some practice to get the graveler going at full speed under control. The trick is to not move your joystick. Like, once you lock that into up position, don't move. Don't try to hit the blocks that you missed. Just, if anything, minor course corrections with the slightest movement. Not even a millimeter moving that joystick. So, oops. Oh wait, I'm gonna need you. Come with me. Now I've moved all my fire Pokemon into this little red house over there. And they actually all fit, and they all sleep in bed, and that's 2 houses technically, and 8 live in there. Oops. That's a work in progress. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. Is there anybody else here? No. No. Alright. Now I'm gonna have to summon somebody. I don't really want to. I'm just kind of hoping. But you know what? 2's enough for now. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my Pokemetal, and I'm gonna take my rare Pokemetal. Rare Pokemetal. Usually I do get a little bit more rare Pokemetal at this point in time. So I'm gonna stick them on it. Come on. Yeah, there you go. And we're spacing. Oh, usually I would split about 20, 20, 20, or whatever. And now we're going, oops, now we're going right back to we could go back to that same island. Oh shoot, you're right. The Moslak's offering. You know what? You're right. Let's go back and get our Moslaks because you can get, you can increase your chance of rare things dropping, I think. Let me quickly Google that. Now that you've all seen how it works, you've seen how fast it goes, you've seen 100 in like 5 minutes. You get it. Let's see, Moslak's buffs. Let's see if there's any relevant to right now. Boost chance of finding a rare item, so we gotta go drop a... salad, seaweed, potato, raspberry, any of that stuff on our Moslak. Okay. Let's do that really quick and go back. See, a raspberry apparently works just fine. I totally forgot. I meant to do that this morning and then I ran out of time. Well, that would be a nice comparison, actually. We get to see how many rare metal we get in comparison. When we go back, I guess we should time it and do a good example. I didn't restore Pallet Town, I just made a box with a door on it. A single layer, like where this foundation is, and a door on it, and it counted. Frostberry on hand. I'll get the sparklies after. That's exactly what I meant to do earlier today. I did not collect any sparklies. But you can tell I bought some stuff from the stores. Alright. Alright, now, back to it. If anybody is curious if I farmed up 1,000, yes, I did farm up 1,000, and I did it in a matter of a night. Not even a night. I think it took me an hour and a half because I was taking my time, and I didn't have the potato buff at that point in time, so it might be taking me a little longer. Definitely very important, though, to use the potato. Very important, as you can tell. The reason I know the 10-second rule for when things expire behind you when you're running at full speed is because I have been clearing the ash in the Rocky Ridges. I have spent hours up there. No, go away. Alright, do we have any Pokemetal on us? You know what, let's just ditch this Pokemetal so we have a nice example. If only I had a timer that was more than 5 minutes. Alright, again, no Pokemetal in our bags. It's almost 5:30. What's interesting is the Pikachu Island does not advertise it gets Pokemetal, but the Dragonite Island does. But there is significantly less. I mined every last bit of it, and I didn't get 1,000. Alright, now we remember where we're going. Again, I really wish I dug in the layer above it. All the layers are different, but the horizontal is going to be very similar. Here we go. Is this it? Or did we go lower? We did go lower. And we can break what's above us, but I find that clearing a room is just better. But we will go through here after if we want. Alright, so it's exactly 5:30. Off we go. Oh wait, did our buff expire? Our buff expired. So line it up before you press B, or else you're just going to go sailing. I didn't need to do that. So let's line it up. Before I press that, I missed. That's fine. I think the stuff expired. Actually, I was not paying attention. So don't be like me. Don't be like me. I think that whole row expired. I was so focused on doing an example. Little wobble there. Alright. Every 2 times you go up, take your loot, don't forget, because it will expire, just like you saw. Alright, I'm actually going to start clearing this side. Give myself a little bit of room. Alright, I'll line up my shot. Shoot, see how wild it can be if you make an adjustment? You can make tiny little adjustments. Alright, that was 2. And yes, we are going to go for that, but not yet. It's making a nice barricade wall for me. Nice and Fluidaborn off. So this gets even easier as you get down in the layers, because as you can tell by what we cleared out, we can see where all the Pokemetal is. So at the moment, we are clearing the whole floor because it makes it easy for us to see everything. It's beneficial. Oops. A little wobbly. Alright, that was 2. Grow. Oh shoot, I missed. Oh, pick it up. Alright. I'm not going to drop down yours yet. I will soon though. But only when I feel like I'm done with this layer, because when you drop down, if you clear space that you haven't cleared above, you can't go back up to that little above the grappler, because you're going to fall down the hole. Hole that you made from digging the hole below. Alright, that wasn't the most lucrative. Oh, yeah, it was. Alright. It's been 5 minutes. Should we have a look and see how much we got? Oops. It's been 5 minutes and we got 900 and 126 and 12 rare metal. Again, 5 minutes. Some space there too. what I'm doing this for is I don't want to hit the wall behind me because I've already counted to 5 going in one direction, and I know when things are going to expire. So if I hit the blocks ahead of me, I might be losing Pokemon behind me. Doing a little buffer wall. I think that was 2, so we're gonna go collect our treasure. The sparkly ones are rare, as you can tell right there. That one's a rare one. Whoops. Oopsies. Nervous? Okay, that was 2. Collect our loot. We don't have to be meticulous as we go down. Like I said, we are unveiling what is beneath us, and we can just make a beeline for those. And then at the same time, we're going to be uncovering what is beneath that. Again, I think that layer above us was more lucrative. It's okay if you mess up and you miss a line, because you can clearly see what's in them. And go back and get the next Pokemon with that. I missed a Pokemon line just then, I think. Just pop it. We're clearing through this pretty fast, and you can tell I'm constantly making myself some space. So you know what? Let's try a different approach. Let's actually put up some space by doing this. Now, I did not count just then. Oh, buff wore off, oopsies. But you get pretty far with this buff. Potato buff, I'm not sure if it lasts longer, but it definitely feels like it does. It's so much more cleared. Oh, shoot. Tempted to go with both these. Because you're losing time, right? The more you are gathering and picking stuff up and being nitpicky like I'm doing, you're losing time, you're losing money, you're losing more chances of going like high speed like this. And what I'm doing is I'm just clearing space for us to breathe a bit more. We'll do it this way, since we're cleaving through it really quickly. And that should give us enough room to breathe. I really don't like when blocks expire, and I like giving myself some wiggle room. We can start from there, but I'm not going to. I'm going to start from here. Because the OCD is strong. When you want to jump down at any point in time, and if you think that they're below you is going to be more, jump down. Just remember, you are going to struggle if you want to get back up. If you want to dig directly above you, you're going to fall down this pit. If you drop down until you're ready to drop down. What we can do though, if we want, and I rarely do this, but the layer above us is actually so good, we can clear some of this. But as you can tell, it's taking time. So I won't. Actually, lining up the camera, doing all that stuff, takes up precious minutes. And we're going to do the same thing over here. We're off. Or we hit the edge of the map. Which was it? Edge of the map. Okay, that's the end. I'm just gonna mark this off. So we know this is the end. We can always just dig our way back out too, isn't it? Whoops. I tried to adjust. I'm gonna try to break this last row. Drop down to the level below me very soon. That was a big stretch, Betty Booper. Oh wait, we have more room to dig to have the rest of it. Oops. Two, never forget. You can go shorter lines if you want, so you can maybe go 3 layers, but just be careful. If you want to practice with ash or something, there's lots of it in Rocky Ridges to see where the sweet spot is when things are going to be expiring and how much you can clear. Some expired on me. I was not paying attention. Okay, it's been 15 minutes. Let's see how many we have. 350 and 36 red metal. Wasn't kidding. It's been 15 minutes. And it's made out by 4. Over 1,000 in an hour. now we're gonna clear ahead of us. So we can start over here. So that's the edge of our map. We can dig deeper a little elsewhere. Let's mark that off. Oops, keep fat fingering that. Oh, 1 second. My TV turned off and I didn't notice. Oh, sorry about that. I think it's been 2. Just collect all treasure. Seeing all the Pokemetal below us is making me really excited to drop down. The edge of the map is water, is it? Because at this block, we can go deeper. There you go. You don't need to have the potato buff to do this. This will totally work without the potato buff, but you're going to be taking a little longer. I would argue a third of the time it takes without the potato buff is how long it's going to take with the buff. So 3 times faster. Because 1, you're not being slowed down when you're hitting the rock. You don't have to hit it twice, you have to hit it once. So I'm not getting slowed down, and you also don't have to hit it twice. So I realized I moved the microphone away from my face for no reason. Alright, there wasn't much in that there. Super boring, but it works. And it works without being organized too. You can just chaotically run through. The world of fun is roll towards moss. Where there's moss, there's Pokemetal. You don't have to just roll towards the Pokemetal itself. And this works in the Sky Zone, in the Overworld. If there's moss, there's Pokemetal. I'm not punching down yet. Because I won't be able to mine this layer if I punch down. I'll fall through holes. So what I'm doing now is I'm clearing as much as possible. I can see what's above me, what's below me. I can go through and punch everything above me. The camera angle's a little funky. So I probably want to save that for later. It's going to take us longer. I would rather clear out the Graveler than have to look up with my camera and do all that nonsense. But we might. Was there any Pokemon here we broke? I thought so, but I guess not. So, as you can tell, we've only gone through 2 layers. There's like 6 or 7 lucrative layers. Usually 3 layers are better than others. And I have a feeling the 2 layers above us and this layer are one of the better layers. But you're going to have a lot to work with. And you can dig down and down and down. There's going to be Pokemon right now. It's not like the Sky Zone, where you're going to dig down and eventually just find nothing but crystal, mysterious crystal. Now, almost 25 minutes. At the half hour mark, I'll check the bag, and it's probably going to be straight. I'm not sure if I can find this for today, and our landing isn't happening anymore, which is nice. I know this is 3. So if we don't have 500 in 6 minutes, I should feel deep shame. Because I said 999 an hour. And actually, you should get more than 1,000 in an hour. In theory, you should get close to 1,200. If not more. Yeah. Keep in mind too, if we're breaking the stuff on the roof, we're punching, but our punch isn't what got upgraded. It's our Graveler that got upgraded with potato. That was 2. I think we can actually go a bit deeper here, but I'm good. Okay, the Graveler form is a little wild. Don't be discouraged if you can't keep it as straight as I'm going. I'm doing my best not to move my finger, and as you can see, I'm a little wobbly. Excited to see how many we have. I just want to clear some space. space, some buffer space. You don't need to clear buffer space. I just like seeing where I'm going. But when I hear the grappler stop making a sound of him crushing the rock, I can just take my hand off the trigger and it will stop without either hitting whatever's in front of me or banging into the edge of the map. Drop down very soon. What you're going to see is a lot of fun. How close are we to the end? Well, we got a little ways to go yet. I feel like we're getting less and less. So we're going to clear these last columns and then we're going to drop down. For the really fun part, the very satisfying part. This is satisfying for OCD, sure. But there is a reason I'm doing this. I swear to you, there's a reason I'm trying to stay so organized. And you're gonna love it, and it's gonna be worth it. Those are better columns, I like that. Oh, it's 6 o'clock. So it's been half an hour. Let's collect these. And see how much we made in half an hour. Alright, you ready? Yeah, a little ridiculous, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 670 Pokemon fragments and 67 rare after half an hour. Alright, so you're getting close to 1,500, I would imagine. I'm gonna have to change the title on that, I guess. After, don't do it now. Sorry, I meant to open my bag. Very exciting. I'm gonna be dropping down soon. Oops. Should collect my loot. Alright, this is the last column. last column because that looks pretty good. Now, this is just me. You can totally dig and not be an OCD person like me. It's just, I'm going to show you now why I do this. This is very, very important. Alright. Actually, I'm going to clear this because I'd like to see a bit better. I'm going to start from a good point. I'm going to start from somewhere I like. Not for any reason, it's just I want to start at the corner so I don't get lost. And you know what, I want this too. I want that one as well. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get to an edge so I don't get lost. I'm going to dig down 2. Only 2, not 1, 2. And you're going to start again. But this time, we are not rolling OCD like that. We know where the Pokemon is. We're rolling towards the Pokemon now. And at the same time, that's going to unveil a lot beneath us. And we already have 700. We are probably not going to need to drop down a 3rd layer. But this is still going to unveil what is beneath us enough that we don't have to pull this floor. It takes longer to gather things, sure, but... And as we get down enough layers, we're going to start seeing this. We're going to start seeing iron. When you see iron, you've gone too far. Typically. Actually, you know what? When you see gold, you've gone too far. Iron is alright. But if you start mining up gold, you might have to day skip to a fresh island. So don't go down too far. Once again, the rule of thumb is in that rare room where you find the pedestal, if you're lucky to get it, dig down 3 blocks and start rolling around. And there's anything to do towards all of my Pokemon. And it's so satisfying. It's a little trickier to pick everything up, like I said, but so many. Oops. There's more over here. Just don't branch off too much that you start getting confused before you loot stuff. If you're going to take, if I'm going to go here and then I'm also going to be like, no, I'm going to get that one back there and keep going. If you're going to branch off in a different direction, pick up your loot. You're going to get lost. So if I wanted to get some iron too, I can just drop down a layer. So that is always very convenient. So now I'm going to pick up Pokemon. Let's keep it to the top. Let's ditch some of this, shall we? Alright. Oh, I forgot to eat the food buff. That would help. Again, the potato one, very important. We're not going to be finding it as quickly as I am. Because you're not going to be breaking through everything like it was ash. I'm not holding B, I don't know why it's sleeping. Alright, I'm gonna loot. About to be 2,000? No, we're gonna hit 1,000 pretty soon though. If we haven't already. I was going to end stream at 6. It's now 10 after 6. But then I also said that this is 1,000 in an hour, and I'm really curious how many we can get in an actual hour. I know we even took a trip, like we went back to Los Angeles, we came back. So we wasted like 5 or 10 minutes there, and still probably we can get a fair number. More, sorry, a fair number more than I initially said. Although I might just change the title and slap a plus on it. Oh wait, 5:30 is when we started this trip here. So it would be a clean hour. Nice and accurate. Alright. So we're at 40 minutes, 41 minutes. I'm getting a little lost now because we've dug out so many tunnels. Get back to our main area. And as you can tell, I'm sticking to the left side as much as I can. Because I'm still trying to clear it somewhat in order. Just so I'm not going back and forth and wasting time just driving unnecessarily. This is only within 10 seconds, but we are not going at full speed. We are going at regular speed. So less things are dropping, which means less things expire, if any. So if you're short on iron, as you can tell, there's a lot of iron in the next layer below. I might come back here for myself later to get some iron. It's nice after being so organized to just run through here all chaotically and know exactly where the metal is. Now, if we're lucky, we'll get about 100 rare Pokemetal, if not more. Did I see some over here? Yes, I did. I'm actually surprised we're not getting more rare Pokemetal. Let's see. We have cleared most of this. Now we can punch a little further over to the right. So we're staying somewhat organized. And 43 minutes. In 2 minutes I'll open up our bags again. We can have a look at what we got. Now there probably is some in there, and I'm going to burst through it anyway. Alright, it is now 45 minutes. Let's see what we got. Okay. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Alright. And 124 Pokemetal. So, almost 1,300. Yeah. Definitely more than 1,000. In an hour. Jeez, maybe I should have said 1,000 in half an hour. And I'm sure that you can get lucky or even min-max better than what I'm doing here and get even more. This is just what works for me. Really stinks because I'd like to see how many we can get. Oh yeah, I forgot. Food off. it's going to be time to drop down pretty soon. So if we started on the layer above us, we would still have a lot more time before we make it to the real level behind. The good thing too is even though we dug out just tunnels on the side, we can still see Pokemon below us. It's not as visible, of course, with the walls in our way, but it still helps. I am going for the full hour, so for another 11 minutes. Drop down into a lower layer very soon. I want to see exactly how many I'm going to get in an hour. I did make a huge area. And it took like no time at all because of the buff. Now, I am satisfied with that. I'm just going to double check over here. Yeah, this over here. No. You could totally go super fast through all there, but it's just a little wild for me. I like to dig little circles because I want to be able to loot everything really easily. Ooh, there's some. But this is probably going to be enough Pokemon that I am not going to farm for a very long time. You can come here for 15 minutes and get 300 and go about your merry way. I'm going to drop down a level now. Alright, and same deal. I am going to find a spot on the edge of the wall. So I don't get lost. Oops. I'm gonna dig down here. 2 blocks. Alright. So it's gonna get harder and harder to see. But we should still be able to see something if we stay in the path that we already dug out. Why I was digging little circles as well. Now I get some iron, which is always nice. So this iron layer is always there, and if we go down probably 2 more layers, we're gonna find some gold. Oh, there we go, there's our gold. So we're not gonna see any coconut beneath us anymore, I don't think. Well, not as many, I should say. So we're going through about 18 of our foods. We see all too much from now. Let's try to reconnect with them that paths. As you can tell, doing that second dig down was my favorite. I use a lot of iron, so I'm quite happy to see it. Right, there's one of our paths. Maybe just blindly dig through. That works. Not as well. Oh, I see what you were doing, Lux. I didn't realize pushing down on the joystick makes you run faster. I wondered why suddenly my graveler was going at full speed. Oh, that's handy. I can actually move the camera around when I'm running now. Oh, I can feel that's going to really tear into my thumb. I push down so hard, my thumb's going to hurt. Alright, well now we're getting mostly iron. As you can tell, it gets less lucrative as we go down. What I'm going to do, I'm going to attempt go up. Attempt. But not up 2, because you're just going to dig through to the hole. I'm going to go up 3. If it would let me. Can I please come up there, please? Can you please just target a block? Please, for the love of God, target a block. Target a block. There we go. Alright. We are 2 above. We're not going to fall through the hole beneath us. We're going to back up to a more lucrative layer, and that is how you're going to do it. If you need to go back up, that's what you do. So we're going to have to, unfortunately, sacrifice the layer that's beneath us, but what we can also do is we can pick it up after. We can just punch it. Oh, wait, is there an under button on the actual Switch controller? I'm not using a macro. Okay. You got me excited there because you know that we use the actual Switch controller for this, for mouse mode. I'm just digging chaotically through this one. We can actually pick a spot and do our running back and forth. I'm not sure how lucrative this lure is. On charging pro, okay. I'm not buying a Pro controller because there's no turbo, there's no macro, there's no nothing. It's just heavy and too big for my hands. I'll go get the other controller, but it's way too expensive. It's more expensive than a top-of-the-line computer controller that does all the bells and whistles. I'm good. Alright, it has been almost an hour. We have 3 more minutes. I don't mind punching the floor beneath me, because I don't have to aim up, but the problem is we have to go down below. Oh, we went 2? We went up 2. Oh, wow now. We're just gonna get to a slightly longer to the bear. I'm gonna about that. About 20 of our fruits. Now, I've been down here before for an hour and a half, and we've gone through exactly 36. And I know that for a fact because that's how much I can into it. Very much I'm sure you trying to remember. That was without the potato debuff. So I feel like I'm going through less food as well. Alright, it's 6:30. Let's gather up this. Count what we got. Alright, you ready? 1, 2, that was 900. And, what is that, 1700? And almost 200 rare Pokemetal. Okay, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1600. So 600 more than I predicted that we would actually get. I said 999 in 1 hour, we're getting 1600 in an hour. Plus 173 rare Pokemetal. Yeah, so that is how you farm it up as quickly as possible. That is 1 hour of Pokemetal farming with our potato steak donut. We're set. This is the Cloud Island stuff. I'm putting this in our bins so me, you, and Schneezer can use all these items and make copies of pictures and do whatever we want. We are not hurting for copies anymore. So that is, sorry, I just rub my hand together and give me a fart noise. Okay, well, that's that. I could show you the inflatable thing, but I don't know where it is, and I'm really hungry. So, Schneezer, do you think you'll find that on your own tonight, maybe? Or do you really want me to show you? Because my stomach just went, oh. We're gonna ditch this here because I don't want to take this back with me. Alright, well, if you're gonna be all disappointed, I can show you. I just don't know where it is, and if you send me another block of text, I'm gonna lose my shit. Oops, sorry, I bumped you. Alright, well, let's go. Let's look at it. You've convinced me. The lightning has started up again. But it looks like it's really far away. there's the thunder. Yeah, that's really far away. Okay, we're good. Alright, random Pokemon. Wait, what do I do? I guess I could fly. I'm so used to being Graveler, I just kind of waited. Oh, not the shared island. Oh, I have to go back? I had no intention of going back. I can get the Hop-Pip stuff here. Look, proof. Proof. And Hop-Pip is actually on my island. Let's go back. Also, you see? It's done. Let's go back. Okay, I'm gonna have to Google it then. You can travel, you can time travel for it as well, apparently. Okay, what we have to do is we have to be patient and we have to wait until we see those bubbles, those right there. And they're gonna do a quiz. They're actually really hard. Oh. Okay. I guess that's not who wanted us. Alright. Oh. Shoot. I didn't read it. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. So there's one quiz. So the post I just read said you can be waiting around a really long time. No, does not appear to be a very long time. No, I pressed B. Take me out. No, oh, I can't. I thought it was. Okay, never mind. I thought it was a take me out thing. I should read better. Sorry, I suck. Someone was trying to get past this huge boulder blocking the road. Turns out some flowers were hiding under it. I guess I helped them out too. Ah, ha ha. That is not how I speak. I have no idea how you would assume that a moth can't move a boulder. Alright, that was not easy. Hello, feather. Oh, gone. There's not going to be anybody down there. Pretty much just going to hang around in this area until the other level shows up. There's a few more houses up here. Here is Combuskin. We just walked by you. You know what rules? Spending a whole day gazing at the sky. You kick back, relax, and let the time drift by. Now I kind of want to know what it's like spending all day gazing at the ground. Okay, I think you get the idea. There's an impression of another Pokemon. Who could it possibly be? How in the... Okay. No, it's not one question. No. When you started up the game, it said there are quizzes, plural. That's why I didn't want to do it. So I'm already streaming 40 minutes longer than I wanted to be, technically. So I'm just getting really hungry. I'm actually a little surprised because was I not meeting up with you tonight? All the bubbles are going onto that one. What? Thanks for that. I know it expired, but the article said I'm looking for ... You can just take a pic and recreate it. What? Recreate what? There is a 12-second delay. Keep in mind, I don't know what I said 12 seconds ago. The item. What item? I do not remember what I was talking about. Okay, yeah, but I'm the one getting it, so are you the one who's gonna take a picture? The item this quest is for, okay. Well, I got it. So I guess other people can come here and take a picture of it. And that's that. Probably do faster than me. But I'm sorry, when you talk about being lazy and then that just screams go back to me. And not go back, not go back. Go back was the actual answer. Alright. That brings me to the end of my stream. Definitely, because I'm starving. And I will see you all next week. So Monday we will be back with our regular program for Pokemon today. Alright everybody. All my fellow trainers and gamblers and everybody else involved, thank you all so much for supporting me. Thank you all for the bits. Thank you for using my emojis. I appreciate you all so much, and I hope you have a really great weekend. Bye. I will catch you later, I should say. It is a long week.